school is actually starting right now. The traffic has been a mother bitch if you live in LA. Good morning, y'all. Woke up wicked late today. I don't know, I've just been sleeping. I haven't been working out as much. I decided to take a week off from working out just because I wasn't exactly feeling burnt out, but I was feeling hella tired after that last week of being back in Boston and all that stuff. So I just decided to take a quick week off. Basically, what I want to talk about today is positivity and stuff. The other day, I was actually going through comments and I was seeing all the positive comments. Thank you guys, appreciate it. I appreciate you. You smart, you loyal. DJ Khaled, major key alert. Anyways, for real though, I see your comments, guys. Thank you for taking the time to always leave a comment. I'm really grateful for that, right? You guys kept on saying I was a very positive person. It really got me thinking, man. Like, I wasn't always this way. Like, back in high school, which was almost 10 years ago for me, I was a really depressed person. Like, it was really hard for me to see the positive and stuff. I even at one point, I wouldn't say contemplated suicide, but thought about, man, what happens if I was gone? Like, life would be so much better, the society would be better. Those are some really dark thoughts, but those are the thoughts that I was actually thinking at the time. You know, it's pretty crazy to see my transition to now. I'm not saying I'm the most confident motherfucker, but I've definitely improved within the last 10 years, right? So I'm gonna give you some tips, tricks, hacks, whatever the fuck you wanna call it, about how to be more positive. And it's pretty crazy, like a lot of people think like being positive, people are just born like that, right? But no, it's like any other skill, like social skills or playing the piano. These are skills that you can develop. I just want to give you some tools to help you out. Let's say if you're a funk, if you notice that you're a negative person, or you know, you just want to be more happier, more productive, these might help. And I'm going to tell you these tools one by one, or mindset changes that really helped me. When I first got into mindset change and all that, the first thing I started with was a gratitude journal and being grateful for things that are around me. And I think as like a society, we don't do this so much. Like a lot of Asian families and stuff, they're always like, never good enough, blah, blah, blah. And I think with the gratitude, it really helped shift my perspective on things. It went from like, okay, this shit sucks, to like, hey, you know what? Like, how, in what sort of ways am I lucky? Like, it really helps you go from shit sucks to being like, things aren't perfect, but I'm still lucky in my own way. Less up. What I started doing was, like, one of my hippie ass friends told me, hey, Kevin, you should try doing gratitude. And so I did. So I first started off with like a gratitude application on my phone. Then I just broke it down even simpler and just I keep a little notebook. I write 10 things I'm grateful for. And it could be big things, it could be small things. Like sometimes I'm just very grateful for my friends, like when they spend time with me and stuff like that. If I have a super productive day, even if I don't have a productive day. So like if I'm having a rough day, like, bitch, I'm still here, I'm still ready to kick ass. So kind of like that attitude, and just different opportunities in my life that have come up, you know? And it doesn't all have to be so deep. Sometimes I'm just like, dude, I'm grateful for this bomb ass coffee. And life isn't perfect, but at least I can wake up to bomb ass coffee every single morning, right? Yeah, you get the point, right? That's how my whole mindset change actually first started, right? The second thing I did was actually coming up with solutions. Now you hear Joe say this a lot, like come up with solutions and stuff. But let me break this down a little bit more for you guys. So when I was like really depressed, I used to think like, oh, why is this happening to me? Or like, if I wanted to do some sort of goal, I would tell myself, oh, I'm not like that, I can't do that. Let's take dieting for example. Like when people always want to look good, they want to lose weight and stuff. But when we tell them that, hey, you know, it's gonna take some time at the gym, it's a lifestyle change, you're gonna have to go on macros. So like, oh, I don't want to do this shit, I can't do this shit, I'm not the type of person to do that shit, right? And then they just stay miserable, they don't do anything. But a person with a more positive mindset is like, how can I make this happen and how can I make this fun and enjoyable, right? At least as much as possible, right? And I think that's a common trait between a lot of more positive people is that rather than letting obstacles hold them back, they use that to push them forward, right? For me, as a personal experience, that happened recently when I had high blood pressure and I was trying to lower it. What I did was I based the diet entirely off In-N-Out, and that really worked for me. That was like a keto diet, and I based most of my macros off In-N-Out. So that was a really good meta thing, right? Last thing that helped me, I actually read a book back a while ago. It was called The Obstacle is the Way. It basically, what that means is like, hey, you know what, some problems, those are good problems to have. A lot of time, the obstacles that we get in, those are opportunities to self-reflect and strategize. Let's go back to the diet analogy. Like, let's say, oh, I'm so sore. That's a good problem to have, man, because at least you're doing something with your life. Those are good things to have. Rather than look at obstacles as, oh, the mother problem, you should be looking at obstacles as an opportunity and be grateful. Actually, I'm actually really grateful whenever I have setbacks too, you know? So when you start being grateful for your setbacks and shit, like, dude, literally nothing can stop you, man. Like, yeah, sometimes I get caught up with my negative thoughts. Like, I'm human, you know what I mean? And I'm also the mother Asian guy. My Asian father in my head is telling me, oh, you're not good enough. But sometimes I gotta just like step back and be like, shut the fuck up, dad. No. You know, those are some of the things that really helped change my mind. And hopefully by doing some of these drills where you just sit down and think like what you're grateful for, how can you attack a situation where in the least painful way as possible and the most fun as possible, right? And third thing, if you can take your mother problems and look at it as a good thing, I think that will definitely help you. And those are some of the ways that I did it. Yeah, and maybe I'll reshoot this video when I'm not in my car, but I just wanted to share this with you today. I know a lot of you guys, especially in high school, it's tough, man. Life is tough, but you have to have a positive mindset, because at the end of the day, being negative, taking self-pity is not going to help you. And trust me, I've been there, a lot of other people have been there, but being positive really helps you. I've seen it firsthand. It really helps you be more productive, have more fun, and all that mother stuff. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and peace.
Once you finish, you can pay off your loans in like 2-3 years, no problem. You can save a bunch of money, buy my nice clothes, nice shoes, nice purses. Well, when you get out and you actually do get a job, I mean, yes, you're very excited, but